Our daughter, she's adopted now. She was in our Sunday school class, so we had known her for a period of time. She needed a short-term placement with some folks that she was familiar with, so she would feel more safe and comfortable until more long-term placement options were found. When we became familiar and educated on her entire story, and we're told that she was going to ultimately be needing adopted. It didn't make sense to us for her to not be staying here long-term. So we became a licensed home for her to stay long-term. And then Matthew and I prayed and prayed and ultimately felt that the Lord was calling us that we were to be her parents.
We wound up fostering full-time Samantha, and it wasn't one where we're just going to wait and see. It was, the way I looked at it was, if we're going to put this much effort into this kid, why are we going to let somebody else take her? And if she put this much effort into us, why are we going to let her down?
She came to us September 21st, 2018, and her adoption was final May 26th of this year, 2020. And then one day we got a call about a little boy. It was gonna be just a 3-day police protective custody hold. I just felt like it's the right thing to do to say yes. And then he's staying. 2 weeks after that, we got called about a sibling set of 3. And so they came. And then a few months later, the biological parents, there had been another child that we didn't know about. And so said yes, so we could keep a sibling set together. Just a couple of months ago, the biological parents had had another child. And so the baby came at 3 days old. And then along the way, we've had some other children come just for short-term stays. Our life was much different before children. This is very scary. And we are living for 7 children. But I think it's easier to realize what you can do, like when you just
do it.
It all happened so fast, like 0 to 6 in a year and then a 7th, and I think like, you think you can't do something, you really think you absolutely positively cannot do something. I'm more fearful of being disobedient to the Lord than I'm fearful of 7 children and the challenges that this life brings now. When we believe that the Bible is true, and we believe that the Lord has a plan for us, and He calls us to His will and calls us to a plan for our lives. That's not our life anymore. When we accept Christ as our Savior and we're living for Him, it's not our life anymore. God doesn't ask us to trust people. He commands us to love people and trust Him. As soon as we knew that this is what He wanted for our lives, the Lord, there was no other choice but to surrender to it. And so Jeremiah 6:16 says, ask where the good path is and walk on it, and you'll find rest for your soul. This was the new path He gave us. And as long as we stayed on it, then we would be at peace.